What's up, everybody? This is NorthCam coming at you here on Blue Friday, here at the Washington State Capitol to attend the Senate hearing where there is a bill that was passed by the House and is now going to the Senate to basically make official December 12th as the day of the 12ths. And I'm here, I volunteered to testify on behalf of the 12ths to speak on why this is an important thing for us. And never done this before, and I thought, what a fun thing to try to do. So gonna head over there and see what's what. There's the legislative building right there. That's one, of course, there you see. Everybody recognizes as the Capitol building. But I guess we're not going in there today. We're going to a different building. Strawberry building. Back behind me over my shoulder over there, that's the Justice building. Right there, as you can see over the fence. And I admit I haven't been down here since probably, I think the kids went on a field trip back in elementary school. So we're talking like 7 or 8 years ago. It's been a while. All right, well, this is the place. I just checked in with the security and it's in room 2 right behind me. We're just waiting for the doors to open to the public. I feel a little bit dressed out of place from where everybody else is in suits and business wear, but I have a special mission, so it's just fine. Here we are in room number 2 for the Senate hearing. It's actually, I wasn't expecting it to be like this big, huge room, you know, but this is pretty cool. Nice to see a friendly face. Elise, president of the Seahawks, joining me down here. So did I. So you got a speech prepared?
No, I'm not going.
You gonna wing it?
I'm winging it. I'm not a person who writes speeches.
Yeah, normally I don't either, but I prepared something.
I write it, I never say it.
You go off the prompter.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Here we are after House of Origin cutoff. So welcome back to the State Senate, State Government, Tribal Affairs, and Elections Committee, House Bill 1759. And I believe it's Danielle to brief us, and maybe she can also brief us on all the transactions the Seattle Seahawks have taken over the last several days as well.
While I do not have all of the records of the Seahawks trades, I can talk about House Bill 1759, sponsored by Representative Mena, relating to designating the day of the 12ths. The Seattle Seahawks, as you know, are a professional football team based in Seattle. Seahawks fans are collectively referred to as the 12s. This refers to fans being the 12th player on the field on an 11-player per side game. The Seahawks fans have twice set the Guinness World Record for the loudest crowd noise at a sporting event, and the Seahawks have retired the number 12 in honor of the 12s. The bill before you designates December 12th as the day of the 12s, a legislatively recognized day.
Welcome, Representative Mena, to your counter committee here in the State Senate. Tell us about 1759 and why you brought it forward.
Well, thank you so much, Chair Valdez, and to members of the committee. Thank you for scheduling this bill and hearing one of the most consequential bills that we have this year. When I introduced this bill in the House, I said that it's often said that there are a few things that bring people together like a common enemy. In that case, I said maybe the San Francisco 49ers. Some might say the LA Rams, but some might not. But But really, there are a few things that actually bring people together like a common cause. And in this case, we're talking about the Seattle Seahawks. It could be football. It could be sports. It could be team spirit. But really, that's what the Seattle Seahawks bring to the people of Washington State and beyond. As you heard, the 12s have become a legend in their own right, setting a Guinness Book of World Records, registering on a seismograph during the legendary Beastquake. But really, I was inspired to bring this bill forward because my mom is a 12 and my little brother is a 12. And when they first came to this country from Mexico, there were very few things that my mom had in common with her neighbors. It certainly wasn't language, it wasn't history, it wasn't culture, it wasn't food. But that home team spirit, that sense of pride, that sense of joy, that sense of community was one of the things that she was able to form really long-lasting bonds over her love of the Seahawks team. She wishes she could be here today. She testified in the House. She is at work. She works as a paraeducator in the Pasco School District, but she wanted me to tell you that if you didn't pass the bill, she would call your mom. So I just wanted to put that on the record, and I think you guys can expect a follow-up email from her. And I want to thank you again for considering this. in my community and where I grew up in Pasco, it feels like really tumultuous times in so many ways. And so I think it's really important that we acknowledge and recognize places where joy is encouraged, where people are allowed to be raucous, and where the common cause surpasses all else. So thank you again, and happy to take any questions if you have them.
More of a comment. I'm not sure I'd want your mom calling my mom and my mom then letting me have it. So
well, then we look forward to exec.
Okay, any questions for our prime sponsor? All right, we do have one, Senator McCune.
Who was the first quarterback of the Seahawks?
Oh, see, I knew trivia was coming. The first quarterback ever of the Seahawks. I don't know the answer to that.
Jim Zorn?
Yeah, Jim Zorn. Who was the best wide receiver?
Oh, Lord. In my opinion, I don't know.
He's famous. He's a congressman.
Receiver? Steve Largent.
Who? Steve Largent. Two great guys.
Yes.
The nice thing about being a 12 is you just have to love the team.
Yeah, Steve Largent ended up becoming a congressman in Oklahoma, right? Yep. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Mena, and have a great rest of the day.
You too.
Okay, Madam Vice Chair, to call the people who have signed in to testify.
Marin Jones, yay, come on up. And I'm going to try to get one more here. Norbert, yay, come on up.
My name is Elise Jones. I'm the president of the Seahawkers Booster Club, the official booster club of the Seattle Seahawks. We have 39 chapters across the nation and international. We have over 10,000 members. In the last year alone, just to show you how much of an impact the 12s have, we had an average of 1,800 hours of volunteer hours per chapter. So that's over 38,000 hours of just volunteer time. We also donated over $600,000 per the year. So that's the impact that the 12s have internationally. Just to let you know, we are the official 12s that make an impact in our communities. So the Day of the 12s, we also have 12 days of goodness in December, starting December 12th. So for the next 12 days, we do volunteer work throughout the month of December. So that will be a great kickoff for the Day of the 12s.
Is it my turn?
Yes, you may begin. Sorry.
Good morning, Chairman Valdez and members of the committee. My name is Norb Kawili, and most Seahawks fans know me as NorbCam. I'm here today as a proud, lifelong Washingtonian, proud member of the 12s community, and I was also the 2023 Seahawks Fan of the Year. The 12s are more than just fans. I think we recognize what impact they do when they're in the stadium, but as Elise has mentioned, they do so much more outside of the games, really 365 days a year. I'm also a member of one of the Seahawker chapters, the Kirkland chapter. And we're a symbol of unity, pride, unwavering support. Rain or shine, we always show up. Even when the team's not doing well, we stand true and we show up no matter what the situation is going on with the team. And for me personally, I have a charity, not as big as the Seahawkers, but we run a small charity called Fans for Good. And in December, it's a time when we have holiday grants and we provide assistance to cancer patients as well as families that are struggling during the holidays. And we're just one of many groups that do things like this, that create a spirit of togetherness and awareness, especially during the time in December when families really tend to struggle the most. On the football side of things, December 12th is like the most crucial point in the season because it's the time when the games matter the most. The playoffs are right there on the line and the excitement usually reaches a fever pitch. So having a special day in December for the 12s on the 12th of December would just galvanize the fans, not just in Seattle, but as a social media person, I do vlogs and reactions and music videos, everything about the team. But I reach out to people, not just in Washington, but many fans who are Seahawks fans who are in other states, other countries. It always amazes me how many fans we have around the world. And to have them recognized would bring not only the Seahawks fans together in Seattle, but everywhere around the world in one special day that could really boost the community and help the team as well. So designated December 12th would just honor that spirit.
recognize the passion, the dedication, the positive impact of this fan base. And again, it's more than just football. It's about community pride. It's about making a difference. And for me personally, my 85-year-old dad has his birthday on December 12th, so I think it'd be pretty cool to have a day for the Seahawks be on his birthday. So I urge you to please support this bill, HB 1759. I think it would be an amazing acknowledgement of solidarity, not just for the fans, because we'll always be there, the team will be there, but to have this connection between the support of the government recognizing the special day. I think that'd be an amazing sign of unity, that we know that the fans have the Seahawks back, the fans have each other's back, but the state has our back and the team's back as well. So that's all I have to say. I don't know if this is proper etiquette, but I would like to say,
Hawks.
Hawks. Thank you.
I see someone else that has a question, but I want to say congratulations on being recognized as the fan of the year. That's quite an accomplishment. So
thank you
for that. That's great. Senator Hasagawa.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. So, Norbert, are you related to Bert Cooley?
That's my father.
That's
what I'm talking about. December 12th is my dad, Bert Cooley.
Cool.
Very active member of the community, diehard Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
He's the one who got me into football, and we go to games all the time, and God willing, we'll be doing a bunch more here.
He's been around the community for a long time and a leader in the Filipino-American
He knows you very well, so thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, well, that concludes that Senate hearing. Well, that was a lot of fun, actually. It's like the fun began when we started talking Seahawks stuff. I mean, it's a pretty, I don't know, it's kind of a no-brainer, right? It's not like they're asking for money. It's just a declaration of sorts. But it was interesting. I spoke to a couple of the senators and the House member who actually sponsored this bill. And I was asking her, I noticed there were 3 House reps who voted against it. Like, who would vote against it? I guess sort of protesting spending time on a bill like this, which obviously there's really not much to it. It's not like some crucial, functioning governmental bill that has much impact. It's much more of a, a declaration of the sort. So I guess it's that way, their way of protesting, even spending time on it. I don't know, it seems pretty silly to me, considering there's a lot of time and money spent wasted on other things. But that aside, glad we did this. It was a lot of fun. Got good to see Elise there. Got to see Bob Hasagawa, who recognized me and recognized my dad through me. And then I got to meet a few other members as well. And it was great. Hopefully this thing passes without issue. I'm sure that it will. But for me, it was just the feeling of getting to come down here and rep the 12s, rep the Seahawks. And not very often you get to come down and testify during a Senate hearing. So get to check that off my bucket list. But that was great. A lot of fun. See y'all later. Go Hawks.